And the first runners now being eased into the stalls, and the first one in with a bit of assistance from their handlers is the favourite Toppling. So loading up for race 2, this Auto Sales Limited for Mitsubishi and Wolverhampton handicap. Second one in was One of a Pair, followed quickly by Four Nations. Now Sister Swing in the Royal Blue and No Leche in the red and yellow going in. 2 to go. Ollie Rocks and Lacey's going to be the last. Last one coming in. All set. And they're off, and Four Nations slow, leaving the stalls. Gave them a couple of lengths start, 1 3/4 to catch up in this Auto Sales Limited for Mitsubishi Wolverhampton handicap. And in the black and white, Ollie Rocks is the first one to press home the advantage, closely attended by One of a Pair, and they move 3 lengths clear through the first quarter mile to No Leche in a red and yellow jacket. Further 2 lengths then to Lacey in the green and white on the inside of Sister Swing, the Royal Blue. Favourite Toppling, black cap, last but one, and the pearl jacket of Four Nations at the tail of the field as they bear left-handed for the first time. Despite a small field, it looks to be fairly generously a run affair, courtesy of confirmed front runner Ollie Rocks, who's now a couple clear under John Egan. One of a pair giving most immediate chase, and there's still a gap back to the others, headed by No Leche, and then Lacey, with Sister Swing around the outer of Toppling, and the white-faced Four Nations continuing to sit at the tail of the field. About 12 lengths covering them as they come down the straight first time. And Ollie Rocks, this dual course winner, being allowed to stride on. One of a Pair, who's sat right in his quarters through the first furlong, has been reined off them by Andrew Elliott as Ollie Rocks and John Egan head before the judge. From One of a Pair, 2 or 3 lengths away then to No Leche in the red and yellow jacket. Another 3 lengths to Lacey in the green and white, who sits in 4th place, being followed by Sister Swing wide. Four Nations making a place or 2, and now Toppling is just about last, but the pace has slackened. And Egan gets a breather into Ollie Rocks as they pass the halfway point. And they concertina up in behind. One of a Pair's only a couple of lengths away. Then No Leche from Lacey around the inside. Four Nations now sitting in 5th position, just ahead of Toppling, and Sister Swing slides back to be last of the 7-strong field. Heading off down the far side, 5.5 furlongs left to travel. Ollie Rocks by 3 parts of a length to One of a Pair. No Leche a length and a half away, joined by Lacey up the inner. Further length and a half, Four Nations, the shadow at a Toppling, and 3 lengths now to the pushed along Sister Swing, who's finding it all of a bit of a struggle. On down towards the last half mile, and up ahead, Ollie Rocks getting some sharp reminders, having to be driven to maintain the lead. One of a Pair's chased up on his outside. Then Lacey still up the inside, running rail from No Leche. Four Nations, the pearl blue, and Toppling on the rail, poised in behind, and still this gap back to Sister Swing. They leave the 3 marker behind them, and now the dash for home is on. Ollie Rocks still clinging on to a narrow lead. No Leche in the red and yellow mounting a challenge, followed through by Four Nations. Toppling, however, has to sit and wait and is trapped in behind the weakening Lacey and One of a Pair. Meanwhile, No Leche serves it up to Ollie Rocks. Four Nations moving off in pursuit. Now Toppling is in the clear, but has got 3 lengths to make up, just over a furlong to do it. Four Nations is ranging up to have a crack at No Leche. Toppling staying on strongly down the centre. Four Nations has nosed ahead from Toppling and No Leche, and Four Nations is staying on stoutly. Toppling still cutting back the deficit near the line, but Four Nations got the cleanest run through and wins. Four Nations beats Toppling, No Leche, Lacey. They're followed home by Ollie Rocks, One of a Pair, and Sister Swing.